Hey friends, I have been sharing lately about how I have been healing my relationship with religion. And a lot of people have been reaching out to me and saying that really landed with me. I want to heal my relationship with religion too. There's so much interest that I thought we've got the summer solstice fire ceremony coming up that Brian Sergio, pastor at McFarland United Church of Christ, and I are putting on. I thought this is a great time to actually talk to Brian because he has been such a big piece of that healing journey for me. So I just wanted to ask you some questions, Brian, that are coming up a lot as I'm having conversations with people that are feeling like this resonates with them. So I'm curious because people have just felt so beat up and defeated by the word sin and sinners in that notion. What is that? What does that mean to you?
Yeah, again, I lament how this word has been used in the history of the church and what it's done to people. A point I often make is that the word in the Bible translated sin actually came originally from, it's an archer's term, hamartia in Greek for those who were keeping score at home. But it was just, the idea was that it was missing the mark. And that so someone who would be sinful in that sense, all it means is that that we sometimes are off target in our lives, and that's not a big moral issue. It's just part of what happens, So that even those of us who are deeply committed to wanting to be a loving person, a just person, a source of goodness and beauty and blessing in this world, we don't do that perfectly, and even people who completely lost themselves and are estranged and alienated from their own divinity and making incredibly selfish choices, etc., they really have forgotten who they are. So I would say missing the mark and forgetting who we actually are would be more at the essence of where we go wrong. But none of it ever makes us somehow unworthy of love, or conversely worthy of being punished for all eternity, or these terribly painful, controlling, draconian, heinous, manipulative things that the church did. It was more about controlling people and keeping people submissive and fearful. So when the church was doing that historically, it was alienated from its own message, plain and simple. And egocentric, power-hungry people got into positions of power, as they still do in just about every human entity I know of, unless people are really deeply on a spiritual journey. So the church lost its way and lost its own essence in the process. But we're all imperfect. Every human I know is not perfect, but that does not make us unworthy of love. Certainly, and we are all cherished by the divine no matter what happens. So that's where I'd begin a response to that. And again, be in touch if you want to talk more about that.
Thank you, Brian.